Hello, my dear kids. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So here I welcome you all in your computer class. In this class, we will move on chapter number 4 of your book. And the name of the chapter is Switching on and off a computer. Switching on and off a computer. So I am hoping before starting this chapter, first 3 chapters are totally clear to you. In the previous chapters, we already discussed computer and their parts and what is IPO cycle of a computer. If you don't watch that videos, please watching this video first, then go through that chapters as well as. Okay, because all the chapters are interrelated to each other. Okay. So in this chapter, in this class, we will move on chapter number 4 of your book, and the name of the chapter is How We Can Switching On and Off Our Computer. Okay, let's see how we can do, what the process that involve in it, and all these things. So do you want to know? So let's have a look. Let's start this chapter and then have a look on it. Okay, so hi friends. We all know how to work on a computer, but many of us actually don't know how to start and shut down the computer properly. Today we shall discuss how to operate a computer. So in this chapter we will see the basic step, that means how we can switch on the computer, how we can shut down the computer. These are some basic steps that you have to know. Okay, you know how to use a computer. If you don't know how to switch on and switch off the computer, then how we can operate the computer? So this is a basic and the first step that you have to know. Okay, so in this chapter we will have a look on it. Okay, so starting a computer and shutting it down is an easy task. This is very easy task. After completing this chapter, you can understand how we can switch on a computer and switch off a computer. We need to follow some steps to start and shut down a computer. So they have some steps behind it. So let's follow these steps. Let's have a look on it. First, switching on a computer. If you want to switch on a computer, how we can do? So we need to follow the given steps to start a computer. So different steps are there to start a computer. First step, see the picture first. With the picture, it will helpful to you to understand better. First, switch on the main power supply button. The main power is connected to your computer. The main power switch should be on. Then this is the second step. Okay, so locate the power button on the CPU also. CPU also have the power button. So locate the power button on the CPU and switch it on. You can see a small blinking light on the CPU indicating that it's power on. So when the CPU is on, the blinking light should be there like this. Okay, so with that blinking light, we can easily identify that my CPU is on. Now my computer should be in a position to open up. Okay. I'm sorry, मेरे को ना ये second वाला पहले पढ़ना था, मैंने देखा नहीं. तो ये जो third मैंने पहले पढ़ दिया ना, इतना काट देना. ठीक है. Okay. So the first step is clear to you. First switch on the main power supply button. So you have to switch on the power supply button. Second, switch on the UPS also. UPS also there. UPS, that means if the electricity gone, your computer should working properly. Okay, it does not shut down automatically. Okay, so UPS should be on. Then the third step is that locate the power button on the CPU and switch it on. In the CPU also the power button is also there. So in that the CPU should be also on. Okay, so you can see a small blinking light on the CPU indicating that it's powered on. In the CPU you can see a blinking light. With the help of blinking light, we can easily understand that my CPU is also on. Now I'm get ready to work on a computer. So switch on the monitor by pressing button on it. So monitor also have the pressing button. So here we can see. So press that button. Then in the fifth step, it is mentioned wait for a computer boot. So computer is working on it. So wait for a minute. Okay. Once the computer has finished booting, it may display a dialog box asking for a username and password, especially if your computer is locked. So now when the computer open, it asks you some password or some username if the computer is locked. Okay, then enter your username and password, then okay. So here you have to write username and password, then okay. Okay, the computer is now switched on and ready to use. And by following these 6 steps, you can easily switch on your computer. First, switch on the main switch, UPS, CPU, monitor button, then it process, and then in the last, enter your username and password, then you are ready to go to use your computer. So these are the some 6 steps to start up your computer. This thing is clear? Okay? Now, desktop and its parts. Desktop also have some parts. Let's see what are these parts. Okay? So once the computer is switched on, the following screen appear on the monitor. The screen is known as desktop. The screen that appear here, it is known as desktop. The screen appears when the computer is on. The first screen that we can easily see on the computer is the desktop screen. So the desktop of a computer contains various items placed on it. Let's learn about some of these. So let's learn some of the features of the desktop. First is icons. You can see some of the icons here. Here we can see my computers, internet, okay, recycle bins. These are the some icons are there. Okay, so we will see these icons. What are their roles of these icons? Can you see here? This PC, network, recycle bins. These some icons are there on the desktop screen. So what are they? What are their role? Let's see. Small pictures and the names that represent a program or a file on a computer are known as icons. What are icons? The small pictures and the names that represent the program or a file on a computer is known as icons. The pictures provided alongside show some of the icons we commonly see on the desktop. Here we will see also these icons we can easily see in the desktop. Yes or no? Comment down below. These icons you can easily see on your desktop. Yes. Okay. Now the taskbar is also there. Here this is known as taskbar. Can you see here the bottom page of your desktop? Okay. The taskbar is located at the bottom of the desktop. The bottom side we can see start button, middle section and show desktop button. So these 3 sections are there in the taskbar. Let's see one by one. First is start button. Start button is here. So we will see what are the role of start button. So the start button is located on the left side of the taskbar. In the left side we can see the start button. Okay. It contains a list of computer programs or options. This list is known as start button. So the start button has lots of functions, lots of programs are there in the start button. So if you want to open any program, any software, we can search in the start button also. Okay. With the help of this menu, we can open any program or shut down the computer. With the help of start button, we can open any software, any program, or we can shut down the computers with the help of start button. Next is notification area is also there. Okay. So this area is located on the right side of the, we can see here, we can see notification area that is there in the right side of the computer. So this area is located on the right hand side of a taskbar. It contains a clock and some other icons that tells the status of current working program of a computer. So the clock, calendars that are there in the notification sites that gives you current running of your computer, how the computer is running. Okay. They show you everything, okay, in the notification area, okay. Some notification that is received by the computer is shown here in the notification area. Next, the middle section is there. What we can call, this one is the middle section, the purple one, this one, the middle section is there. So, the middle sections displays the currently open program on the computer. So, the program that is open in the computer, that is visible in the middle screen of your computer. When we open a program, its button appears on the taskbar. We are directly open or minimize the program from the taskbar itself. This feature helps us to switch between different programs seamlessly. So we can switch, minimize and maximize any programs in the middle section. Next, show desktop button. Desktop button is also there on the right side of the monitor. So this is a small rectangular button present on the far right bottom corner of the taskbar. When we click on the button, then all the open window are minimized. We can see only the desktop. Okay, if you want to minimize all the things with the help of desktop button, we can do this. Okay, now fill in the blanks by missing letters by using the related picture. What is this? This is recycle bin. This is star button. This is what that? This PC. Okay, the PC. Here we can see this one. This PC option is there. Okay, next this is network. Okay, now in the first page we will see how we can start a computer. In this page we will see how we can shut down a computer. If you want to shut down a computer, how we can able to do. Okay, so let's see how we can do. Shutting down means to close all activities and stopping the computer. So here we will stop the computer. We will stop computer to function properly. Okay, we want to close the computer. So this is the shutting down the computer. We switch off a computer when we are not using it. Of course, we want to switch off the computer when we are not using it. So the steps that involve in shutting down a computer is follows as. First step is that first click on the start button of a desktop. In the desktop start button is there. Second, you can see a dialog box with some option. Click on the shutdown option. Here we can see a shutdown option. Here we can see in the start menu, start button, we can see shutdown option. I am hoping so this color is totally visible to you. Here we can see the start button. Can you see here? Next, the third is light of CPU gets off. Then when you pressing the switch off button, your computer will be lights off. Okay. Monitor by presenting its power button. Then switch off the UPS also. Then switch off the main power supply button also. Then your computer will be switched off. So in this chapter, we will see how we can switch on the computer and switch off the computer and the desktop icons that is visible on your desktop. I'm hoping so this chapter is totally clear to you. Yes, are you understand this chapter? Easy chapter. So now try this thing in your computer also. Okay, try these things, how we can shut down, how we can switch on the computer. Okay, so this chapter is all about. This chapter is over. Now I will see in your next class with the next chapter. Till then, revise all the chapters well and have a good day. Bye bye.